Hey guys, it's Aaron Respect. What happens when you take one of the most brutal, violent FPSs of all time and turn it into a colorful, chibi-style mobile game? You get Mighty Doom, a game that launched with modest buzz, got some curious looks from Doom fans, and quietly died less than 2 years later. This is the story of the Mighty Doom Shutdown. Mighty Doom was a top-down, single-stick shooter. Imagine Arch Hero meets Doom Eternal. You played as a cartoonish mini-slayer fighting through demons and stages. It featured iconic Doom enemies from Imps, Caco Demons, Pinkies, but redesigned to match the art style. Like if the toy collectibles from the new trilogy became its own game. The combat was stripped down as it is a mobile game. There's auto-firing while you moved, dodging attacks, and picking random upgrades between levels as a roguelite, and boss fights every 10 stages. It even had seasonal events and a gear system. At the end of the day, it wasn't Doom, but the Doom brand was growing enough for id Software to permit a mobile game to be made. So the game was developed by Alpha Dog Games, which is a Canadian mobile studio acquired by ZeniMax in 2019. Their goal was to make fun, accessible mobile experiences with Doom's brand identity. It was built using Unity. Mighty Doom was designed to be low friction, the kind of game you play for 5 minutes at the airport. It soft launched quietly in April 2021 in select regions, mostly Canada and New Zealand. Then after a long beta phase, it released globally March 21st, 2023. After it got out of early access testing, it launched with 3 chapters of levels, gear rarity and upgrade system, an energy mechanic which slowed how often you can go into the arenas, cosmetics and skins, and of course various ways to milk your wallet through monetization. Despite being from a Doom branded studio, id Software wasn't directly involved in development. They approved assets and designs, but this was all in Alpha Dog's hands. When Mighty Doom first appeared online, reactions ranged from "what the hell is this" to "okay, it's cool I guess." And Doom fans never really latched on. After all, Doom is known for ultraviolence, precision, and speed, not stamina timers and RNG drops. Others, specifically mobile gamers, found it surprisingly enjoyable. The moment-to-moment gameplay was smooth, polished, and challenging enough for a phone game. But still, even the most generous players admitted it felt shallow and didn't offer anything particularly special over games like Arch Hero other than brand familiarity. And if there's one area that Mighty Doom fully embraced, it was monetization. The game had a stamina energy system that limited playtime that we mentioned earlier, gear rarity tiers that can be upgraded through endless grinding or a swipe of your card, random loot from loot boxes for purchase, skins and events locked behind paid season passes, and limited time gear packs that could cost upwards of $50. This was mobile monetization 101 but cranked to 11, and fans noticed. Even though the core gameplay loop was satisfying, the pay to progress wall hit early. Upgrades became grindy, bosses turned into bullet sponges, and higher level gear was increasingly tied to your wallet. For many players, it crossed the line from harmless fun to cynical cash grab. After you get past the initial start of the game, you'll quickly notice what it's turning into. Despite promising numbers of 7.5 million downloads and more than 10 million in revenue, Mighty Doom couldn't sustain its momentum. Compared to its competitor Arch Hero, which received a reported of 181 million in revenue within its first year of release. Mighty Doom slowly started to get mixed reviews. Major content updates didn't fix any of the progression issues, so the endgame just turned into a crawl and grind fest, seemingly only to shove more microtransactions in your face. Let's dive into the shutdown. In May 2024, just 17 months after it was officially released, Microsoft did a wave of studio shutdowns, and Alpha Dog Games, the Bethesda-owned studio behind Mighty Doom, was collateral damage. From the announcement, Mighty Doom will be shutting down on August 7th, 2024. All in-app purchases are disabled, and the game is no longer available for new players. Bethesda Softworks will be accepting refund requests for any in-app purchases you've made. And that's about all we got, just a community post on social media and official Bethesda forums. The quiet nature of the announcement matched the game's gradual disappearance from store charts and players' memory. With the closure of the studio came with the shutdown of Mighty Doom. In the same wave, Microsoft also shut down Arcane Austin, developers behind Redfall, and Tango Gameworks, makers of Hi-Fi Rush. A significant cost-cutting move targeting several studios. Head of Xbox Studios, Matt Booty, said the closures were intended to prioritize high-impact titles, emphasizing blockbusters over small-scale mobile games or niche games. Without its development team, the game couldn't be sustained. With in-app purchases cut off and refunds issued, the server shutdown hit zero on August 7th, 2024, and the game quietly disappeared. So what went wrong? A game with strong branding, mobile-friendly gameplay, gameplay and millions of download fall off so hard that the studio was shut down. First, audience mismatch. Mighty Doom was caught between two very different player bases. On one side you had hardcore Doom fans who are fans of fast-paced, skill-based combat. To them, Mighty Doom felt like brand dilution. Simplified gameplay, auto-fire mechanics, and cute visuals didn't resonate. On the other hand, mobile gamers, especially casual players, had no real attachment to Doom's legacy. To them, this was just another roguelite shooter in a crowded market, and while Mighty Doom played well mechanically, it didn't do enough to stand out from titles like Archero, which already had a strong player base and received frequent updates. Secondly, monetization killed momentum. Even players who enjoyed the gameplay loop found themselves hitting progression walls unless they spent money or endured heavy grinding. And in a mobile market where attention spans are short, can become your downfall. The future is uncertain if we'll ever see another Doom branded mobile game again. But if you'd like to try out the game for yourself, the fans have found a way to revive the game through a private server. They're calling it Mighty Doom Resurrection. You can find it on their subreddit r/Mighty Doom. But what do you think of Mighty Doom? Did you play it? Did you even know it existed? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.